Apple has launched a brand new lineup comprising the MacBook Air, MacBook Pro and Mac Mini. And the new thing about this is that they are powered by Apple's very own Apple M1 chipset. Now this is a very important move from Apple because so far we have seen Apple rely on Intel chipsets to power its own Macs. Here's everything you need to know about all the new Macs, all the new launches, as well as their pricing and availability in India. But before we get started, let me quickly remind you to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so that you're always notified of our latest videos. First, let's kick off with the pricing of the devices that have received the M1 treatment. The MacBook Air starts at Rs 92,900 for the base 256GB model, while the higher variant with 512GB of internal storage is available at almost 1.18 lakh rupees. It is now available in silver, space grey and gold. Interestingly, the older version of MacBook Air is no longer available on Apple's online store. Moving on to the 13-inch MacBook Pro, it now starts at 1,23,000 rupees for the 256GB internal storage variant and about 1.43 lakh rupees for the 512GB variant. Again, similar pricing like the last time, but on the website, the Intel Power MacBook Pro is also available. The Mac Mini, however, has received a significant drop in its price of about 7,000 rupees. So you now have a 256GB variant starting at about rupees 65,000 and the 512GB variant starts at 84,900 rupees. And on the website, there's still one Intel powered variant available. And while we are pricing these Macs, let's talk about their RAM capacities. They come by default with 8GB of RAM, but if you want to increase it to 16GB, you'll have to shell out a whopping 20,000 rupees. Yikes! Now the Apple Store has already started taking deliveries and the first shipments will start arriving on November 25th. Okay, moving on, now that the pricing is out of the way, let's talk about what's new with the Apple M1 chipset. Unlike Intel's CPUs, Apple's M1 is an integrated system on a chip, which means stuff like the CPU, GPU and neural processing unit and the RAM are a part of the same module. Apple calls this the unified memory architecture. With this high level of integration, it replaces multiple discrete chips in previous gen Macs, including the CPU, I/O controllers, security coprocessor and memory controller. And it's based on a 5nm process, just like Apple's other latest ARM-based chipset, the A14, which is used in iPhones. This basically means that you get higher bandwidth and better efficiency. Apple has made several claims about the M1, like delivering 3 times the performance of Intel-powered Macs while using a quarter of the power. Apple did confirm that M1's CPU module is made out of 8 cores, out of which 4 are high performance and 4 are high efficiency, much like what you see in mobile chipsets. It claims that M1's GPU module is capable of producing 2.6 teraflops of throughput, or twice as much as current integrated GPUs. There are several other cool things as well, like neural processing unit is a part of the SoC itself, so AI tasks like auto framing in FCP will be done much faster. Now, since M1's architecture is significantly different from Intel-powered chipsets, Apple has also optimized its latest version of macOS, the Big Sur, around it. There's a special category of apps called Universal Apps, which are natively compatible with both Apple Silicon and Intel-powered Macs. Then you have apps that use Rosetta 2 translation, or basically the ones that were originally made for Intel-based chipsets. And the best part, the new MacBooks can also run apps made for iPhones and iPads. Now, the new M1 powered Macs are physically indistinguishable from their Intel powered predecessors, but they have a few differences here and there. For instance, the MacBook Air doesn't have a fan and the 13-inch MacBook Pro only comes with 2 Thunderbolt 4 USB Type-C ports, even in the top-end variant. We honestly cannot wait to get our hands dirty on the new Macs, but we are extremely excited about the stuff that may come in the future, like the 16-inch MacBook Pro or the Mac Pros that are actually powered by Apple Silicon. But what were you excited about? Was it the performance? Was it the efficiency? Or was it the crazy transitions that they used in the live stream? Let us know in the comments. And for all things tech, log on to gadgets360.com.